I think we're all a little bit disappointed on this one, Scott. GTA 5 Trevor actor claims he shot some stuff for DLC starring his character before it was canceled. Jordan Midler over at VGC. Yeah. Man, this one, we knew it, Scott. We knew there's DLC, right? Like, everybody knew there's supposed to be DLC coming. Rockstar almost but all confirmed that there was something happening, and then nothing comes of it, and now we're getting a little bit of detail of what's going on. GTA 5 DLC starring Trevor was canceled after Rockstar shot some stuff for it, according to the Trevor actor Stephen Ogg. Info data mined from the game in 2023 suggested that a DLC pack named Agent Trevor, man, that would have been cool, was one of 3 canceled expansions for the game, alongside other expansions called Zombie Apocalypse and Alien Invasion. Now, in a Q&A alongside some of the game's cast, it's spotted by the loadout, Ogg has shed some light on the project. Quote, Trevor was going to be undercover. He was working with the feds, Ogg said. He said he did shoot some of that stuff with a James Bond Trevor, where he's still kind of a messed up. I changed the wording there, but he's doing his best. Then he just disappeared and they never did it. They never followed up on it. End quote. Much of the content of these proposed DLC projects was folded into Rockstar's hugely popular GTA Online, which has received regular updates, including story content, while the single-player game hasn't received any DLC at all. Data mine information from GTA's online Doomsday Heist confirmed that some of the content was adapted from the previously planned Agent Trevor DLC. While not much is known about the other 2 pieces of DLC, the base game of Grand Theft Auto 5 has several Easter eggs hinting at aliens hidden throughout the game. Rockstar released the first official GTA 6 back in December trailer, which basically shot up to over 90 million views in 24 hours, Scott.
Oh, I wonder what that's at now. Do you think it's past 200 million?
Not quite, actually. I just looked at it the other day. It's about 181 million views right now. Last I saw.
That's incredible numbers. You can see where everybody's real hunger is, but
yeah, absolutely.
I wasn't ready to move on beyond GTA 5. Although it's a decade old, I still would have loved more time in the story mode. Because we've played a lot of the online, and as fun as that is, it's different. I feel like I need to assemble a bit of a crew. I don't play it on my own, so it's a shame. And to see that there was a zombie apocalypse DLC planned, I'm thinking of Red Dead Redemption and just how good that first zombie, I think Undead Nightmare, and if anything that Rockstar wants to make like zombies in that kind of a vein would be well received. That was heralded as the best DLC ever, I believe. So to see that Rockstar canceled that in terms of just to put more people onto the online, that hurts a lot.
I get it, but it's the biggest money maker around, right? Like, you could look at Fortnite and how much money that makes. Don't leave out GTA Online. Like, this game is a decade old, and people are still pouring hours and money into that game. And Rockstar is just cashing in left, right, and center. So when it gets to the main game itself, man, flipping the DLC pack over into some kind of component that now goes into the online instead, which keeps that community going, right? When you talk about a games of service, it is how do we get people to come back day in and day out and keep living out in our world and just hanging out with their friends. Dude, my brother still plays with a group all the time over on PlayStation. I hope GTA 6 has crossplay. It needs to have crossplay. Please don't segregate us into just Xbox or PlayStation. Make us all come together and be cohesive. So if now my brother could hang out with us. He doesn't, dude. He has GTA 5 and GTA Online on the Xbox. But he was like, yo, you know how many hours I've got sunk into my character over here? How many cars, how many properties he owns, how many buildings, how many businesses he's running already over there? He doesn't want to start all over on Xbox, right? He wants to carry that character over. There is no cross-play. You can't do that. He's like, I ain't playing with you. I'm like, you suck, but I get it, right? I absolutely understand. But when it gets into the DLC pack here, dude, it doesn't make any sense, right? It does not make any sense now after a 10-year game to put DLC out on the main campaign. As much as you and I would love it and we would play it, I'm sure it would capture some of us, but not everybody when you compare that to the online side of it, right?
Yeah, that is true. What could they charge for a DLC pack like this? Would it make it
Yeah.
worth it? Or would they have to just, it would be $40, $50 and it wasn't enough to justify? It's painful, but I think of this in terms of, wouldn't it be nice if they had taken 1% of the effort for GTA Online and brought that to Red Dead Redemption 2? Red Dead Redemption 2 didn't get the attention in online or offline expansion, and that was just a shame for everybody. Talk about Undead Nightmare 2. Oh,
Yeah, where is that? Why haven't we seen that yet, right? Baffles my mind, but I think at the end of the day, it's all about where the money is, and GTA Online is bringing in that buck, man. It makes so much money, and it only now questions, where do we go with GTA 6 and where do we go with GTA Online 2.0, right? Things are about to get even bigger and better. I'm just, at this point, as much as I want to jump back into GTA Online, man, it's old. I'm on other things. I'll just wait. It's only another year, right? Another year, Scott.
I was watching people rip around on the highways a couple days ago, and I thought I might have to jump back into that.
I just have to give it another spin, right? It's still on my console, man. Like, it's still there, and so is Red Dead. They're both there, and I'm like, do I take them off?
I think I have Red Dead Online as well. I'm pretty sure that's on my Xbox still. So if we
so
do get a
good.
kick for it, I'm
Oh,
there.
I got a kick. Yeah, I almost jumped in last night. That's the funny part about it. I was thinking about it. Well, I got a couple minutes. I was waiting for you. I was waiting for Kyle and my wife. We were all jumping into Siege last night. I'm like, could jump into Red Dead. Maybe just go around and do some hunting or something, right? Just kind of just to be in that world. That's what I said. Like, Red Dead will never leave my console. That game is incredible. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite games of all time. It is such an experience. The GTA 6 will be a transformative game when that launches next year, right?
It has to be. It must. I think Rockstar is going to secure their funding for another decade.
How much pressure do you think they feel right now leading into GTA 6, coming off of the success of 5, and then coming off the massive success, even though a bit of a rocky start? Don't forget about the rocky start they had when it came to the online component, right? It was broken. Like, it was busted. But they've solved it, clearly, and have now turned it into this living, breathing world that the people come into. Dude, you jump in now, those servers are full. They're not huge servers, but they're full. You bounce out of that server, jump into another one, that server is full. Like, people love this world. So I can only imagine what 6 is going to be like, right?
Oh, absolutely. The pressure must be astronomical, but they are the best people to be saddled with that pressure. Rockstar creates incredible games, and I think that's part of it. Can't make a diamond without pressure.
No, absolutely, right? And it's just take your time and make sure it works. Do you think... Okay, I have two questions. When do you think we get GTA Online 2.0? And then that might lead into, do you think we get it day one? Is my other...
I don't think it's day one. No, I think it's going to be the time difference between console release and PC release.
Ooh.
So I think the PC release is slated for after, I believe.
Yeah.
And I think that'll allow enough time for them to kind of gauge the influx of players and set up enough server base.
Well, I think that's one of the biggest things, right? That's a smart move. Get everybody in on the main campaign. Let everybody play that world, live in that world, finish that game up, and then drop the online component after. You drop it on day one, dude, I'd say 75% of the people who buy it will not play the campaign then, in that case, right?
Yeah.
I think they go straight online because that's what they're waiting for the most. I want to be in the world of GTA 6. I want to play that campaign and then jump in with everybody on day one and watch the servers crash.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a mess.
Probably is, but we're also a mess over here half the time too, but you can always hang out with us over at itgtv.com. We tend to have a pretty messy, fun time over here. You never know what's going to happen next.